And you mentioned earlier the Cardinals seem like the new, shiny, best new thing out there. And some people feel that way. They feel like the Cardinals can take a huge step forward in 2020. Then conversely, some people feel like they're the 2020 version of the Cleveland Browns because they're getting a lot of hype. And a lot of us were burned last year by Cleveland. What do you make of Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury for year number 2?
It's funny. I've heard that people compare the Cardinals to the Browns. I've heard people compare the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the Browns. Any team that's supposed to make a giant leap, people say, well, they might just be the Browns. The thing about the Browns, they failed because of Freddie Kitchens. Mm-hmm. Freddie Kitchens was not suited to be a head coach. He was like the offensive version of Jim Tom Sula. So that team was doomed. The Cardinals have a head coach going into his second year, who I thought did pretty well in his first year. I mean, I'm talking Cliff Kingsbury. He came from the Big 12. He's known as an air raid offense guy and did not run that offense last year. He ran part of it, but he also ran a lot of NFL concepts on offense with tight ends, bigger personnel, less spread stuff. He really adjusted well. And I thought he gave the Niners defense big time problems. That both games that they had last year against the Niners went down to the wire and they were in it until the very end. I don't think all of a sudden he's going to prove to be a straight up fraud like Freddie Kitchens was. And same with the Buccaneers. I mean, Bruce Arians is one of the best coaches in the league. So that's not going to happen there. That was a dumpster fire. And theoretically, the Browns should be pretty good this year if Kevin Stefanski is competent at all. So I do think that the Arizona Cardinals, the question with them is going to be their defense, because Kingsbury doesn't have anything to do with it. Their defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph, has no real track record of success. They've added a bunch of players in the draft and free agency. They might be a year away, but I still think that offense could score 27, 28, 29 points a game.